Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. I hope you'll consider subscribing. If you're not new here, then welcome back. Glad to have you on another video. So today, as promised, I'm going to be planning in my new memory planner, and this will be the first time I have done this. So we will just jump right in. All right, so to start, I'm going to I'm going to remove the pages from the planner. I was going to go back and try to memory plan the month. But I think that's going to take me a little bit longer to do because I need to kind of remember, because that's, I didn't plan, so I need to look at my planner even. But more importantly, I feel like the memory planning portion is going to be more, in my mind, more family focused, because while there is some career goals and some certain things that I'm definitely going to want to remember and plan, at the end of the day, when I look back, the things that I find the most joy in are my family. So I want to make sure that those are the primarily what I'm spending the majority of my time on. So I pre-printed a few photos of my favorite people. I'm missing a few, but my boys, my boy and my dad, and my boy and my husband. So a bunch of boys, really. There's no girls in any of those. I might be a little sexist, apparently. And then, so yeah, I'm just gonna make it up as I go. But what I think I'm gonna do is kind of determine placement. So I almost feel, and I'm not gonna do it for this one, but I almost feel as though for future weeks, I'm gonna cover the days up and more do 1 week's worth of memories, unless I want a specific date noted, because I don't like feeling stuck to these boxes to one day for memory planning. And I also don't know that I like the idea of planning within a week, but some days, like, certain things kind of run together. So unless I want a specific date, I don't know that I'm going to want each individual day. So I might actually cover that up for this particular week because, well, actually the week isn't even over yet, but this is kind of funky. I think I gotta cut this piece off, but I don't know why it's like that. I'm gonna because this is new, I figured I'd start as fresh as I could to see how I did and how I enjoyed it, and then we would kind of reassess as I did more. So I'm just gonna lay this washi down really quick. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do to start is I bought this paper, and I don't know how most people do if they fill out the sheet and fill out a significant event, but I'm just gonna punch a couple pieces out of it because I just like the way that this one looks. So I got my punch out, and I'm just gonna do that because I just really like the way it looks. I'm gonna try to get as far over. This is like, oh, oops. Oh, poop. Now I'm not sure if I've done it where I can't do it again. This will be like my first time using this. Alright, I think I managed to kind of salvage it. I've used it a couple times before, but it's for the classic. That's okay though. I didn't even think about that when I just did that. That's okay because I have a plan, but and I'm gonna punch a couple of them, but that is for the classic. So if you're dumb like me and you don't think about it, just keep that in mind that they have 2 sizes. And I bought the classic one because I have a classic, or I primarily plan with the classic. All right. So there's also on the back of this, there's this leafery, and so I was gonna cut that out, I think, and use that at some point, but I don't love the whole look of that, so I wasn't too concerned with cutting it. Alright, so now I'm gonna kind of just place my pictures where I feel like they're the best placed, and I also don't know that I won't kind of plan like that, like where I'd use this box for this picture. But once again, I don't know if there's a wrong answer with all this. Like, I just don't know. This was today, so I'm gonna... That's kind of cute. I kind of like the way that looks. Alright, so I'm just gonna lay these down. Now that I've kind of pre-planned them, I'm gonna put them down. I feel like I need a, because he got a haircut in this picture, I feel like I need the other one right here. Oh well. Oh well, this is the first timer, man. Although, I think this would be super fun if, to have like a baby book like this for, like, maybe they need to come out with a memory planning baby book insert, like they have the fitness planner. I'm gonna suggest that, Mamby, if you're watching, do it. Because that would be so fun to have, either if you could have a separate planner for a baby book or something of that nature, but have the same kind of theme going on. It would make writing in a baby book that much easier because I struggle significantly with doing that. Enjoy the little things. I feel like this is one of those weeks where, well, actually, technically I did do something pretty exciting, but I'm going to try to incorporate that as a memory in here, but I might just have to find the right, because some of these are kind of seasonal-ish, and I said I wasn't going to dig into like 4 million sticker books to get what I want going on, but I think that's what's going to happen right now, because I think I'm going to whip into my... I might incorporate. I printed these. This was my first experience printing my own stickers, and I liked them a lot. There are a few things that I will do differently next time. One is I didn't do it right, but it was my first time, and I feel like that is worth something, right? And this one says plan a colorful life. So I love the idea behind it. I don't know that my print quality on my printer, I have a laser printer, and I don't know that that's the best. I almost feel like I do need an inkjet for that. And then I need to just probably be a little more cautious. But it was a very fun experience doing it for the first time. I'm gonna do some more in the future, but they're probably not going to be ever super spectacular. Alright, so then I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to go to grab this one, go over here, and I have no color theme or any thought behind what I'm doing right now. Like, there's no thought behind it. I'm just throwing stuff down that I like, and I am perfectly okay with that because I am going to change it around in the future. This will not be, this is a first timer. This is a first timer experience right now. And I'm going to leave a little room because I did this for the week, but we're still in the week currently, so I'm going to leave a few spots in case something comes up that I want to write down and plan. Oh, live colorfully. Live colorfully. That is like pretty much what I kind of have already, except it's much better sticker quality, but apparently that really excited me enough to take that off even though I wasn't going to use it. Alright, so I kind of got a no theme going, but I kind of got pinks and blues, like light, like pastel pinks and blues, and then I have that black, but I might try to stick with pinks and blues. So this planning is going to be a little bit different anyhow, because it's kind of like with the other planners, it's kind of like, you know, you're not really looking, I mean, you can look back obviously, but you're not really looking at your plans after you've done them. And this, I feel like, is very evident to going and checking and seeing, you know, and looking at what you said you were going to do or what you did, and this is more of the scrapbooking world. So probably for future there needs to be a little bit more thought into what I put down on here, because I'm going to be looking back on this more. But ultimately, when I look back on this, I'm not going to think, man, I really didn't do a very good color scheme. I'm going to look back and think, oh, look how cute my kids are, and look at, you know, that's what's going to be remembered, not my mismatched colors. So I'm not too concerned about it. And as I mentioned before, this is my first week trying it, so it's exciting to see how it's gonna work out. I will probably keep my supplies somewhat segregated so that it can be for my other supplies, so it can be a little bit more special. And then I think I'm gonna pick, I don't know what color. This is the color I was using my main planner this week. I feel like I want something a little more fun. I'm going with pink. Is pink, this is too like hot pink though, I feel like. Purple is kind of, there's this blue, but I don't like that blue. I mean, I do like that blue, but I don't want that blue. Maybe this color? Let's test it. Yeah, that's a pretty color. Alright, so all right. Put that one over there, and then I'm gonna whip out that book that I had before, and I'm gonna grab the other half of the sticker. And I think what I want to do is kind of put it on the opposite side like this, and then I'll do this. So it matches, but it's like a little bit different. Alright, I'm gonna have a lot. I need to clean my house tomorrow, because I do not want to do it on the weekend. Mainly my office is a big one. I don't really like cleaning anyways, but I definitely don't want to clean this weekend. This is the first weekend that I will hopefully be home, like, not working. So, even though it's not like I worked the full days every weekend, but I worked enough to where I'm so glad to not have to do that again. All right. So I think that for the start, there's a couple things I think I will tweak for future weeks, and I'm leaving this open because I want to be able to write more in these boxes, since I'm kind of doing this a week at a chunk. Like, I'm not doing it day by day for this week. I'm doing it more in a chunk week because this is my first week doing it. But here's the things that I think I would want to do for future. I think I want to have a section for children's quotes, because my child says some really, really weird things sometimes and hilarious things, and I want to be able to write them down. And the other one can't talk yet, really. I mean, he says like mama and dada and baba, although don't really know if he knows what baba means. He just says it, but he can say mama and dada for sure. And I kind of just want to be able to write down those little words, maybe at the bottom, maybe have a specific place for them, cut off one of the to-dos, have some, like, I'm not sure, but have something more along those lines. And I think what I will use the monthly overview for the future months is to kind of mark successful dates that occurred, or things like that maybe I want to look back on and use in my planning as I'm remembering to plan. I'm also going to try to not let this get behind, because I think if you let it get behind, it's going to be a lot harder to do it. But for my first time, I'm pretty happy with the way that this has turned out. I'm sure as I look back, I'll be like, ooh, what was I thinking? But for the first time, it's perfectly okay. So let me know how you think I did. Hopefully I will improve and get better. And apparently my video just cut off on me. It didn't want me to talk anymore. So that's it for this video, but have a great day, and I will see you next time, and love to hear your comments, suggestions, and all that good stuff. So have a wonderful night.